Cover Bezrat Hashem. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry for the late hour. Bezrat Hashem. At Tefillah B'Shim Kol Yisrael Pesach Ruven Midas of Asabrak Bas Yehudi Zino Bas Basa Shir Bas Basa Center Ruven B'Mani Rivka Bas Razel Tzvi Ben Chana Shal Ben Chana Leah and Luni Shma Yudi Bracha Bas Nechema Mir Neshama have an Aliyah. 8 days until Purim. Very exciting stuff. So it's Hanukkah, the sweetness of Torah. My King and my God, I will pray to you. Please, Hashem, save us in your vast compassion, so that we will learn your Torah diligently for his own sake. We will study your Torah day and night. Always be with us, help us, and save us, so that our mouth will not be coarse and darken the words of Torah, heaven forbid. Help us learn your holy Torah with such holiness and purity that we will nullify our entire physical being at the time of our study, and our heart and mind will feel the Torah's sweetness, pleasure, spiritualities, subtlety, and depth. Only you know how sweet and pleasurable all the words of your holy, pure, and perfect Torah. As the verse says, they are more desirable than gold and fine gold. They are sweeter than honey in the honeycomb. Their pleasant words are like honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. The Torah's ways are ways of pleasantness, and her paths are peace. And all her paths are peace. From a distance, we see and believe in the great depth, pleasantness, and sweetness of your holy Torah. Chaver halacha l'maisa, halacha b'shim kol Yisrael, and let's get into it. So one who has already fulfilled his obligation of reading the Megillah and is reading it to exempt someone else, if the one who needs to fulfill his obligation knows how to recite the blessings himself, he should recite the blessings himself. If the one being exempted is a woman, it is better for the reader to recite the blessings in this situation, which has the following version of the first blessing. Asher kishanim zafas v'nam l'shmo Megillah, b'zrat Hashem chavra, l'cha l'maisa, l'cha b'shim kol Yisrael. And now let's go into it. So we're still didn't print it out. We covered the phone. We're talking about Mishloach Manot. And so we went from the introduction, Mamish, everything is Purim is Netzach. Sorry. It's the completion of everything. Mamish. It's the end to a new beginning. Mamish, when we leave Purim. And when we're experiencing Purim, we're receiving all this amazing, exalted light. And when we leave Purim, we're on a new madriga, right? And then we're starting off Pesach, the yearning for redemption, right? The new year, right at the beginning, on this new madriga. So mamish, we're only going higher and higher and higher. B'ezrat Hashem. Okay, so then we spoke about the Seder Gevalt and how all the light we receive from the Megillah Gevalt, sorry, Chavra, and then we move on to the Suda, right, and take some action. Now we're continuing this action, but what is going on? We spoke about Bittul the other week, Bittul nullifying ourselves before God, but also while also understanding that we're a vessel revealing the light of Hashem. Now the issue is that, Bittul, we could get lost in the sauce a little. Like, what does it really mean? Is there such thing as Bittul without the action? Is there such thing as an action without the Bittul? So here we're going to see right now Mishloach Manot. Okay, the pnimius behind the mitzvah of Mishloach Manot, meaning sending gift packages of food to our friends, can be understood according to the following with Hashem's help. There's a concern that out of such a great magnitude of bittul that shines on Purim, that perhaps a person might forget his role and not carry out his messenger service, his shlichus, which he was meant to fulfill in this world through keeping the Torah properly. He might not behave appropriately because he has mistaken notion that it's anyway Hashem is doing everything. From the great level of bittul to Hashem that he has reached on Purim, everything is Hashem, right? What's the point of even doing anything if everything's Hashem? So here we go. The truth is that even though in the inner dimension, the pnimius, it is true that Hashem does everything, and there's no true reality besides him. Nevertheless, Hashem does not want his creation in power of free will, that he gave to his creations to become abolished. Right? It says in the footnote, this is because Hashem doesn't want a person to only live with bittul. He wants that his creation should serve him both with action and bittul together. Therefore, in the outer dimension, the chitzonius, he gives the power to act, and a person is obligated to act and behave according to all the laws of the Torah, even on Purim. So, Chaver, I saw this beautiful story, or just an understanding of what we're really talking about over here. Baruch Hashem, just flipping through the pages, and Hashem gave us this. The founder of Chassidim, Simcha Raz, the wisdom and tales of the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh, give out this on page 134 if you have it in front of you. It says in the pasuk in Bereshit, I am Hashem, the God of your father Avram and the God of Yitzchak. It is not written, God of Avram and Yitzchak, your father. And we do not recite in the Shemona Esrei prayer, God of Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Rather, we recite God of Avram, God of Yitzchak, and God of Yaakov. To teach us that the patriarchs did not rely on the inquiry of their ancestors, but that each one labored, searched, and found and arrived at the oneness of the Creator and his existence. Each one achieved recognition of the divinity through his own inquiry. So, Chabra, we just see here from our forefathers, they had both. They had both. They had both the bittul and the maisa, the action, operating both in the chitzonius and the pnimius of the world. So, Chaver B'ezrat Hashem, we should have Geshmak Mashalach Manot, this Purim, Geshmak Su'udas, Geshmak dancing, crying, laughing, the whole thing. And we should really be able to receive the light.